Hey family, one love to you all. Thank you for checking back with your sister Corinne. As you see, I changed my channel name. It was Second Divine Within. Now it is Awaken Butterfly Readings, okay? But I welcome you just the same. Much love to my subscribers, much love to you, as well as those who were led to me by the universe, my viewers. I welcome you all. With like all missing children cases, it really bothers me because I'm a mom of myself, and I wish this on nobody. But me being that I am, okay, the empath that I am, and I rely on the spirit, not so much by what the media say, because the media is only going to give us so much family, and the media is only going to receive so much information from the authorities. Actually, the media doesn't know everything. They pretty much go by what the authorities are allowing them to share, shall I say. Unfortunately, the sheriff, I mean, not the sheriff, but the police, the officers, they only reveal so much because the case is ongoing. We know this. And a lot of times they leave a lot of things out. Even when they close the case, a lot of things are still up in the air. People have questions. But anyway, I want to focus on the stepmom, okay? I want to make sure that, because for some reason, um, everything's around the stepmom, okay? Now I'm in a non-judging place, okay? I have to be in order to do this, okay? I'm in my heart space. So basically, um, I'm not in a place of judging her. I cannot be in order for me to do this. All right, family. Every now and then I probably end up stopping here and there, and I do apologize. I am a mom, and I have a young, active, 7-year-old, shall I say? But with that being said, I want to stay in a neutral place so I can, get a better understanding of what's going on here. Now, I've done a reading on Gannon already, and I've already put my findings out there, but things do change, okay? Things do change, but I still sense in the present that this child is not with us, okay? Do I want him to be alive? Yes, indeed. Yes, I want this child to be alive, and we're going to still hold on to that. But I sense in the spirit that he's not with us and he's somewhere hidden, okay? As my card stated, he's somewhere hidden, pretty much in plain sight, but he is somewhere hidden. Whoever did this to him, they hidden him well, okay? And by it snowing, it's really delaying as far as them finding him. But like I said, my card did say cavern or cave. This place is huge, rocky, a lot of spacious land mass. He's out there, but they're gonna have to do their job diligently to find him. And I pray that they do find Gannon. But with them being said, we're focused on Gannon as well as a lot of people, as far as him being found. Okay, we want him found, but a lot of people are also focused. Their attention is on the stepmom. Now, what I did, and as you see, I've already did my spread already. I don't want to make these videos long. These right here are my astrology reading cards. Okay. And I'm also going to use it as a backup, my angel deck card. I want to focus on the stepmom. I want to just do a reading on the stepmom. I want to get an idea of family. Who is she? I pretty much, when I did this spread, I was setting my attention on Letecia Stauch. I was setting my attention what's going on with her presently and who is Letecia. Just get an idea about her personality. And I set my attention what's presently going on with her. Please know there are clues hidden within these readings. Now, with a lot of these cards, I will read up on them because they have many, many meanings. But let me say this real quick so many of you have a better understanding when I do this. Anytime I mention the fifth house, okay, or the house card, period, the house card represents the area of one's life, okay? Anytime I mention the planet card, that represents the personality, okay? Or the engage of the question or the issues, okay? That's affecting that person, that's activated or affected by that person. And when I mentioned the zodiac card, that's pretty much, the universal energy that's actively surrounding that person. Okay, so keep that in mind. Keep that in mind when I am going over these cards. Okay, now they are not in any kind of order. Please know that, but pay attention to the hidden key words because this reading right here is on her period, but I'm sure there are some clues. Okay, there are some clues. Um, but many of you are gonna have to really be open because many of you are already set judgment on her already. And that's fine and dandy, to each their own. But there are hidden clues here. I need for many of you to have an open mind to see what they're saying about her, about Letecia, okay, and her character and her personality, okay? And if many of you are already spot on, that's fine, okay? But the way I do my readings, I have to be balanced first and you see what the spirit is revealing about her. Those things are in the dark, but they reveal them out to the marvelous light. Okay, family? So with that being said, I'm going to get to this reading, okay? So I had set my intentions. I wanted to know who Letecia Stauch was, okay? And I also want to know what's presently going on with her in the present. What is she dealing with in the present? As well as revealing anything dark that she may be trying to hide, okay? There are clues within this reading. And I appreciate many of you all, and I thank you for checking back in with your sister. We want this child found, period. And I'm wishing that I am so praying that he will be alive. I just don't sense it, family. That's all. Okay. And if any of you want to check my video I did about him, you're welcome to do so. There are a lot of hidden clues within that video. But the word accident, I think I had mentioned the word accident too. That still stands out to me. Something happened to him, okay? Something happened to him. Whoever was in his um, presence, shall I say, whoever was last with him, something had happened to this child, okay? Let me just say that. I just want to throw that out there, but maybe you're welcome to check my video that I had did on him. Now, these cards are not in order. They are not in order. This right here is a house card right here. This house card right here represents, like I said, the area that's affected in one's life, okay? I set my intention. I want to know what was presently going on with Letecia Stauch. This card represents the area of your life that's affected by the question. That's affected by the question. Now, this card says, as you see, this is a woman looking in the mirror, okay? She's looking in the mirror, a reflection of herself. Or let me just say the reflection that she's giving off to the world, okay, of herself. What people see and the impression you give. What people see and the impression you give. The next card is the fifth house, where you have fun, romance, and create things you are proud of in the present. Okay, due to so much stress that she's going through, as far as her feeling the outcome of Gannon being missing. Okay, and everybody's looking at her. Okay, everybody's looking at her. During a long time, she's trying to do things that make her happy, that's fun, and pretty much trying to get her mind off of it, so it won't get the best of her. So as you see a child sitting up here drawing, okay, pay attention to the pictures. At the present, during her alone time, she's trying to do things that's uh, she's trying to do things as far as trying to keep her mind off of the situation, okay? So she won't crack up, let me just say. She's pretty much doing things during her long time that makes her happy, whether it be art or whatever the case may be. That's anything that's recreational that she loves to do. This is what she's presently doing, okay, behind the scenes. All right. This right here is a planet card, Uranus. Your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. The planet card represents the part of your personality due to the engaged question. I want to know what's presently going on with her. I will go over each card, family, so you can get a better understanding, okay? This is another planet card, Neptune. Your fantasies, yawning, longing, and potential for illusion. See, she's trying to escape situation during her long time. She's in her fantasy world, okay? She's pretty much in her fantasy world. I'm going to read up on each card, family. So hold on. The planet Mars card, okay? Your physical energy, drive, strength, and fighting spirit. So she know people are waging war against her because she knows she's being accused, okay, by the world that she has did this to this boy. Okay, but she's in defense mode, okay? She's in defense mode big time. She's in fighting mode. And I do sense, she's gonna fight this tooth and nail, as far as trying to, protect herself from those who are trying to accuse her. Oh, she's going to fight it tooth and nail. You better believe that. The moon card. Your unconscious, sensitive, inner emotion responses. Okay, I'm going to read up on each card, family. Now, this right here is the kicker. This is the energy. Okay, this is the energy that is surrounding her. Okay, this is a zodiac sign. This card represents the universal energy that's pertaining the issues. Okay, this energy is around her at this present time. The house card describes the area of your life the matter will be expressed in, for instance, your finances or your health. In the case of the first house, this is the area of your life that is literally you, your life force, and what you radiate as you walk into a room. It is the way people see you or the initial impression you give when you first meet someone. You could say it is who the mirror shows you to be. Did you hear that? You could say it is who the mirror shows you to be. If you have chosen a planet card to go with this, then it will be describing the part of your personality that is engaged in the matter. If you have chosen a zodiac card, it is describing the universal energy that is currently around you and at your disposal. Both of these are having a big impact on your personality for the area of life this card is describing is your personal self. They are influencing how you handle yourself in this situation or how you respond or react. This right here is the Aquarius, okay, the zodiac card, okay, that have popped up. Energy is also known for its friendliness and genuine interest in helping others. This zodiac sign bestowed a rebellious need to break up existing paradigms and replace them with new thinking. So don't be surprised if you find yourself wanting to get on a soapbox and address. Okay, this energy values freedom. This energy values freedom above all else, and time spent alone is never a problem. Also, this is a fixed quality sign as well. This is a fixed quality to this energy, and it can make one quite stubborn and intransigent. Hope I pronounced that right, family. Intransigent. I apologize for pronouncing that word incorrectly. For although the Aquarian mantra is it's about change. Aquarius wants to change the rest of the world and does not want to change itself. So the energy around her is she wants to change the rest of the world, but she doesn't want to change herself. So of course, I mean, she has issues like a lot of people have issues, but she's not addressing her issues. Those things about her that may not be quite nice. She's not addressing it. She's overlooking it as though it's not a problem, shall I say? And she's not really trying to address it nor change. But she can look outside of herself and want to change the world, but she's not trying to change herself. Okay, that's what this card is saying. The key thing I'm seeing with this card is this energy values freedom above all else. Okay, and also it represents change as well. Another thing that stood out to me with this reading, it speaks of future and has ideas about how much better the future can be compared with the past. It speaks about the future and has ideas about how much better the future can be compared to the past. That's interesting. So it's sort of like taking a peek within her mind, how she's thinking. Obviously her the situation before Gannon was missing, everything wasn't all that in the household. It seems to me, I'm sensing that she wasn't really all that happy, to tell you the truth. I don't think she was really happy in that marriage, to be honest with you. I mean, she and her husband, they was having problems. They were having some issues. And I just sensed that she wasn't really all that happy. And in the back of her, well, not in the back of her mind, but deep within her being, she was thinking probably, like I say, when I look at this card right here, I haven't gotten to it yet, but she's in her fantasy world, too. It's like she's thinking about how different her life could be, if change, due to change, if something could change it. You know what I'm trying to say? How different her life could be, as far as how she visualized it compared to how it is, in the present or before, Gannon was taken. When she was in that marriage, she wanted some kind of change. I don't know what's going on in that marriage, but she was not happy. Okay, I wouldn't even be surprised if she had her lover on the side or was seeing somebody else because she wasn't all that happy. She was not all that happy. It was something going on in that marriage to where, she wanted change. That's the point I'm trying to make. She wanted change. Just trying to dive in, just get a little insight of her, where her mindset is. And this card is pretty much, like I said, this card is pretty much, during her alone time, okay? Those things that she does behind closed doors, you know, um, she's doing things and activities, recreational activities of things that are keeping her mind off of this case, shall I say, as far as hobbies, fun things that she enjoys to do. That's what this card is saying that she's doing in the present. Okay. It can just be, what this child is doing, drawing. I don't know what her gifts are because I haven't like really, meditate on her like that. But this card has popped up, and this is a child that have a gift of, during his pastime, he's drawing. He's doing things that he loves to do. So, according to the spirit, during her downtime, shall I say, those things that we know nothing about, she's doing things that she loves to do, that she enjoys doing. Okay, and it says here it may be also where you have fun or enjoy a hobby. Okay, a lot of this stuff can be clues, family. It could be clues. What are her hobbies? What thing do she loves to do? You know, a lot of this stuff can be clues, as far as to gain and whereabout, you know. I'm just throwing some hints out there. As I stated, the planet card represents the part of your personality engaged in the question. Because I wanted to know what was presently going on with Letecia. Okay, this is the Uranus card. Your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. The current energy is focused on the part of you that is represented by the planet Uranus. This is the part of your personality that is happy to cut off from a situation and go it alone. This may be because someone else's behavior irritates you, or it may be because you can see an original way of doing something and you want to try it out. Hmm. Uranus is the revolutionary spirit within you that wants to break free of restriction and enter fresh new territory. I told you, family, change. You want to change. When we are in this mood, we don't want to be held back and we can be uncompromising. It may be I'm sorry, family, it may be you that is feeling this revolutionary spirit, or perhaps someone around you is behaving in this manner. If the latter, you would be wise to let things be for a while, for their freedom will be essential now. When we feel this Uranus part of ourselves, we want to strive for something outside ourselves, casting off personal ties and family commitments or even loved ones. Wow, family, I got to read that one more time because I think this card is telling us something. Like I said, according to this Aquarius card, she wanted change. She wasn't really happy in her life. The way things was in her life, she was not happy at all. But I want to read this part one more time. Please have ears to hear. It's a lot of clues in this. Hold on, family. I'm sorry, family. I got distracted by my little queen. I want to read this part one more time because I felt like I had an epiphany that just came all over me. Okay, I'm doing my best to stay neutral, but I tell you, it's not looking good at all. Let me read this part one more time. Now, this is the energy, not the energy around her, but this planet card is pretty much um, representing, is focused on the part of Letecia, the energy that is focused on Letecia, okay? The current energy that is focused on the part of Letecia at the present time, okay? I'm gonna read this one more time. It may be, it may be you that is feeling this revolutionary spirit, or perhaps someone around you is behaving in this manner. If the latter, you would be wise to let things be for a while, for their freedom will be essential now. When we feel the Uranus part of ourselves, we want to strive for something outside ourselves, casting our personal ties and family commitments or even loved ones. This time is about groundbreaking awakening and enlightenment when the concept of freedom, the future of humanitarian ideas become important. The genius of the individual is released in a sudden and unexpected eureka moment, like a transformative bolt of lightning. Although anything that is past, it's sell by date, will have to go. This energy is about replacing it with something, so it should not. So really, the key thing about this card is someone that is seeking change. Period. Okay, they are seeking change. Period. They want freedom. Okay, this individual. wants change. And like I said, and I'm going to stick to it, she was not happy in her marriage. For whatever reason, she was not happy in her marriage. And I hope and pray that somebody, got some kind of clues out of this card right here, because something just kind of went through me by me just reading up on this card. Especially when it says right here, this may be because someone else's behavior irritates you. Okay? Or it may be because you can see an original way of doing something and you want to try it out. The Uranus is the revolution spirit within you that wants to break free of restriction and re-enter fresh new territory. When we are in this mood, we don't want to be held back, and we can be uncompromising. Family doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all. I'm just happy. I'm just saying, even if she was, considered, even if she really is, for instance, innocent, let's just throw that up there. Her behavior alone makes her look guilty. Just her behavior alone, the way she carries herself, the way people see her, the way she carries herself alone, her behavior makes her look very guilty. And that's not good. But the way these cards are looking, just she was seeking change. She was seeking change big time. Life before Gannon was taken, when he was alive, during that period of that time while she was married to his father, she wasn't happy. Okay, she wanted change. She wanted out of that, shall I say, that family life that they had. I'm sure for her it was getting old, and she just wanted freedom. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to make. That's what I'm sensing in my spirit. She was yearning for freedom. And this card right here says the Neptune planet card. Your fantasy, yearning, longing, and potential for illusion. That's freedom, family. I'm going to read up on this card. Maybe we'll get some kind of clues, okay? Um, because this card is pretty much what I want to get an idea of, what's presently going on with Letecia, Gannon's stepmom, her mindset, what's presently going on with her. She's pretty much in her fantasy world, okay? She's longing for freedom. The part of you that believes in magic and fairy castles is being evoked. The part of you that believes in magic and fairy castles is being evoked, okay? So obviously she was believing for a perfect family life, but I'm sure something she felt threatened, okay? And you may be carried away by your dreams, longing, and yearning for a Neptune world. Everything is illusionary, with shimmering fantasies and wonderful meanings. A delicate and wondrous experience of floating in a watery paradise. Here, nothing is real, but we can imagine it is, and that takes away the harsh reality of life. You may be in love or just in a poignant mood. Okay, I couldn't really pronounce that word, but I just wanted to spell it. But you probably won't be able to do much of anything of a constructive nature. It's more a time for nibbling on the end of a pencil and gazing out the window. See, family, she wanted to escape that life. She really did. Because things the way she had envisioned in the marriage, and let me get my words right. The way she had envisioned and imagined for her life to be with her husband, it didn't pan out that way. Okay, um, because obviously, she's raising, his children. She didn't really. That wasn't really her ideal way of she was seeing her marriage. She pretty much seen her idea with her marriage was just her and her husband, and the way she had envisioned her marriage, it's not the way it had turned out. Let me just say it right there. Maybe you know what I'm talking about, okay? This may not be a good time to start something requiring resolve and stigma, since your strength may be low because of the deceptive qualities of your Neptune. You hear that, family? I'm going to read that one more time. This may not be a good time to start something requiring resolve and stamina, since your strength may be low because of the deceptive qualities of your Neptune. You would be wise to consider whether you are under some kind of illusion, just like early morning mist in autumn. A certain fogginess may be clouding your judgment, making it difficult to see clearly. Perhaps it would be best to leave any important decisions for another day and just live the moment, dwelling on your beautiful dreams. This woman had dreams. For one thing, she lives in her head, in her fantasy world. And like I said, I'm going to stand on it. She was not happy in that marriage. She probably was before. Let me just say that. But due to life circumstances, things happen. Okay. And it turned her world upside down, and she had to now deal with the new, shall I say, situation as far as she had to raise his children. Okay, I don't know if she was taking care of Gannon and his sister or just Gannon. I don't know the family dynamics, but all I know is her world turned upside down when the change entered into that marriage. That's all I'm saying. And when that happened, things had not been the same, and she was not happy, and she wanted to escape, and I stand on that. Okay, because this reading is speaking from that perspective. So she was in her head a lot. Okay, she wanted to escape, and she was in her head a lot. She wanted change, and she was in her fantasy world, how she was perceiving for her life to be, and her life just wasn't adding up to what she wanted. And many of you know what I'm talking about. She wanted change. Now I'm going to do the Mars card real quick. Okay, family, when I see this card, it's going to be a very destructive energy. The Mars card is like a raging, fighting energy. Okay, but I'm going to stay neutral, and I'm just going to read up on what the hidden meanings of this card. Okay, now the current energy is focused on the part of you that is represented by Mars, and it is this part of your personality that is engaged with the question or issue. In astrology, Mars represents your energy, the range from the energy that enables you to get up in the morning to the energy and drives that you need to run a marathon. There are other drives within you too, such as your sex drive or sexual aggression and your driven ambition. So if you are looking for success with something engaging, all your passion and battles to win for victory can surely be yours. There is a note of caution with this card, since we be so fired up that we become quarrelsome or overly aggressive in defense of ourselves. You may want to stop and ask yourself if you might later regret any actions you take. If the matter in hand concerns someone else, you may want to be wary of their temper and unresponsible demands. This card symbolizes the thrusting willpower to achieve mastery and domination. Your fiery competitive spirit is engaged, and this will give you the strength and determination to win and succeed. When we feel threatened, our bodies produce the stress hormones, adrenaline, and she is feeling stressed. Let me just say that because everybody's looking at her. When we feel threatened, our bodies produce the stress and hormones, adrenalines, which prepare us for fight. Mars can also be relived as defense mechanism. It is a primitive survival instinct that would defend our home, loved ones, possession, and ego against criticism or threat. So she is feeling threatened big time. And this card represents her, how she's feeling at this time. She's feeling very threatened, and her instinct to survive is kicking in big time, shall I say. But what stands out to me with this card, I'm going to read it over again. What stands out to me with this card right here is when it says there is a note of caution with this card, since we can be so fired up that we become quarrelsome or overly aggressive in defense of ourselves. You may want to stop and ask yourself if you might later regret any actions you take or have taken. If the matter in hand concerns someone else, okay? If the matter at hand concerning someone else. So this card speaks for itself. She's pretty much in defensive mode, okay? And she's, doing whatever it takes to get people off of her because she knows everybody is looking at her as far as being the one that has killed this child. Or if anything, people are looking at her that as though she's involved in someone else and she got help, shall I say, and she got help in her in the particular. I do sense male energy also family, but anyway, that maybe she and the other person, well, I would say like this, maybe she had gotten help and the other person could have discarded Gannon's body, but it's not looking good at all. I'm trying to do my best to stay neutral, but these cards are not looking good at all. But for anything, I want to know in the spirit what's presently going on with her. What is she dealing with mentally, emotionally? She's in defense mode, okay? And these cards also represents her personality, okay? Big time. So I let maybe you to be the judge, okay? I'm going to stay neutral. The cards speak for themselves, okay? Your unconscious, sensitive, inner emotion and responses. This card, this card right here, for one thing, the moon, this card energy right here, the sun always shine light on darkness, right? But the moon reflects the sun light, okay? Which makes things very shadowy. The real moon in the sky can often reflect the sunlight, and in this way, you should reflect on issues just as we cannot expose ourselves to the heat of solar energy for long periods and need times in the shade. So, to do, we need space and time to make sense of our daily experiences and busy lives. Okay? Now, notice the hint in this card, the additional meaning, because what stood out to me is when it says, just as we cannot expose ourselves to the heat of solar energy, which is the sun, for long periods and need time in the shade. The moon represents the shade. So to do, we need space and time to make sense of our daily experiences and busy lives. Hmm. I'm going to read a little more on this card, family. I'm not going to throw my ideas or anything. I'm going to let many of you be the judge, okay? If you have drawn this card, then the current energy is focused on the part of you that is represented by the moon, and it is this part of your personality which is engaged to the question or issue. So, what does the moon represent in astrology? As we sleep, our unconscious possess the happiness of the day. Experiences and reactions are considered and committed to memory. This process is part of our inner selves, and it is this inner self that is affected by the matter in hand. Something is touching you deeply, and you need to at least sleep on it, taking careful notes of your dreams and feelings as you wait. The moon describes what we are really like on the inside. And in the early mornings, before we open our eyes, we are most in touch with our inner selves. This is when our vulnerable and emotional self can be mostly felt. The real moon in the sky can only reflect the sunlight. And in this way, you should reflect on your issues. So basically, what this card is saying that Letecia, she knows that during the day, okay, as we know the sun shines on us, it exposes all of our darkness. But of course, the moon, you know, which really showing who we truly are as far as as far as when we are hidden behind closed doors. That's really showing who we are behind closed door. In the sunlight, I'm sorry for my nose itching. In the sunlight, it exposed big time. So you know, she knows when she's out in public, when she steps outside the door, okay? Trying to get my thoughts together. Because this is the jackpot right here. She knows when she steps outside the door, she's easy to be exposed by what she say, the way she carry herself, okay? You could be anybody when you step when you step outside the door as far as how you carry yourself and what comes out of your mouth, okay? Portraying any kind of image. But behind closed doors, that's what the moon represents. It represents who you truly are, okay? Your character. She knows she can only be exposed when she steps outside the door, but she can hide herself when she's inside and be herself. So outside the doors, this is what we see, okay? This is what we see outside the doors. Inside, this is who she really is. Okay. And the way she carry herself, the way many of you have maybe seen her, like a lot of you said you saw videos of her with Gannon, a home video. I don't know if it's a home video on camera or what, as far as him being injured at home or whatever. But that's her true character. She's like a little lion that needs to be tamed. Let me just say, she has issues. Okay, she does have issues, and I do believe she has um, she has to deal with her emotions as far as dealing with keeping her emotions in check, because she's easily to go from 1 to 10 quick. Okay, she's easy to go from 1 to 10 quick, and I'm picking this up in the spirit, But like I said, this pretty much representing her shadow self, which we all have. But she knows that the moonlight is reflecting from the sun, but it's still reflecting who she really is, okay? And this is someone that a lot of us don't see behind closed doors. That's the point I'm trying to make. So what with that being said is, she's gonna do a lot of pretty much staying out of plain sight. Let me just say that, okay? So people won't, because when she's out in plain sight, people are seeing her for what she is, okay? But inwardly, she's able to hide, shall I say, okay? Or if anything, keep from looking worse off than she really is looking. Let me just say that. It just so much. energy coming to me, and so much. It's like I'm trying to really just, you know, express myself, family. But it's like I don't have words, because I really wasn't, believing that she could do this to this boy. Okay, but like I said, if she did not kill him, she knows something. She knows, as far as what happened to him. It's just something about this case just ain't sitting well with me. And just looking at these cards, you know, this sister, she has some issues. She really do have some issues, and she wasn't even she was not happy. For one thing, she was not happy. She was not happy, and she wanted change. I'm going to end this video. I want to set my attention real quick. I just want to get a little clarity. I want to set my attention on Letecia Stauch, Gannon stepmom. What's presently going on with Letecia? After those things are in the dark, may come out to marvelous light. What is her mindset? What is she thinking? What is she hiding? What is going on with Letecia Stauch, Gannon stepmom? What is the issue relating to Letecia, according to this case of Gannon being missing? I see divine insight. Seek divine insight. What's been going on with Letecia? Okay, I was told to stop. All right, then I'm not gonna go in depth with these cards. These cards pretty much speak for themselves. Okay, I want to know what's presently going on with Letecia. Well, I'm just gonna be quiet and let the spirit do the talking. The first card is Six of Fire. Victory. Good news is on its way. Public recognition or reward. Seven of Water. And I hope the good news also, family, is that Gannon will be found, okay? That Gannon will be found. So let's hope that this card is pretty much saying, since I want to know what's presently going on with Letecia, that um, he will be found real soon. If not today, hopefully this week, okay? So good news is on the way. Because that's what we really want, for Gannon to be found. Seven of Water. A complex decision, the need to do research, stop procrastinating. A complex decision, stop procrastinating, and the need to do research. It is somebody that something they need to be doing, but they're doing a lot of procrastinating. It's upside down. I'm going to turn it right side up. Queen of Fire. This is describing who Letecia is, okay? Confident, warm, intelligent, graceful. The key word confident. She's definitely confident when she carries herself on as far as being questioned. Let me just say that. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. Assert her independence and creativity. I don't see her being in that marriage too long either. She wants independence in a way. She wants out of that family dynamic. Let me just tell you that. She definitely wants out. Because I don't sense her being happy at all. Three of Water. A celebration, a wedding, a birth announcement, the need to have more fun. You have to read between the lines, family. The key word stands out to me, the need to have more fun. Remember the fantasy card popped up? Remember the change card popped up? She's seeking change. The need to have more fun. The last card, ego. Archangel Jophiel. Ego. Letecia has a big ego. A false sense of entrapment. Bam. Did y'all hear that? A false sense of entrapment. Being overly focused on material things. Negative or fear based thoughts. Negative or fear based thoughts. I'm going to read up on this card since it's the last card, and then I'm going to end this video. Hold on, family. Ego. The angels want you to know that the entrapment you're feeling isn't real. This card indicates that a lot of your feelings are stemming from anxiety that aren't based in reality. So give your fears to God and the angels and ask for help in adopting a more positive perspective on this situation. This card also indicates that you're focused upon the material things in life, having knowledge that you, like everyone, have physical needs. However, your attentions to the accumulation of possession is out of balance. Re- Resist, I'm sorry, why you want to acquire these items. Perhaps you're trying to fill an emotional void with material objects could never do. What you're really craving is inner peace through a spiritual path. Additional meaning to this card, refusal to face the truth. Refusal to face the truth or take personal responsibility for the situation, addiction, temptation, dependency, excessive debt. Now, I don't know the family current situation. I don't know they was, having money issues, money problems, but she was not happy and she wanted an escape out. Okay, let me just say that. This sister definitely wanted an escape out. Things were not happy in that family dynamic. Okay. Now I'm going to read the additional meaning to this card real quick. And I'm going to end this video. And I'm still not in place of judgment. I'm staying neutral. But I go by what I sense in the spirit. Okay. I go by what I sense in the spirit. And so do many of you. Check this out. This additional meaning to this card. Okay. Refusal to face the truth or take personal responsibility for the situation, addiction, temptation, dependency, and excessive debt. And she was also somebody that was caught up in materialism also. Um, could that family been dealing with, um, money issues? It's showing up in the cards, because she was definitely focusing on, the feeling of lack, and she wanted change. Let me just tell you that. She hasn't been up in her head as far as thinking fantasy for nothing. And I'm still not trying to throw the book at her. What I'm saying is this is what's seeking change, okay? And according to this card with the additional meaning, it says refusal to face the truth and take responsibility for the situation. The situation at hand is that Gannon is missing, and she was the last person seen with him. So basically, she's not in her head family. She really don't feel like she's responsible. She doesn't, and it's just her mindset. It doesn't mean that she's lying. In her mind, she really feel like she's not responsible for him being missing. Because this card says refusal to face the truth or take personal responsibility for the situation. Okay, that's additional meaning to this card, and it also say ego, and we know how the ego can be. Okay, it's very stubborn. It's very stubborn. So I'm through, family, with this reading. I'm through with this reading. Um, Before I was not in a place of judgment. 'Cause I want to have a sound mind and be balanced, so I can do this reading, decent and in order. But these are my final thoughts. They're just my thoughts, okay? Because we all have opinions. Because I'm through with the reading now. We saw, what the spirit was revealing as far as what I wanted to know in the present, what's going on with her mindset, and other things came out in the reading. This is my take on it. Something happened to Gannon. We all know this. I still sense in my spirit that Gannon is not with us. That's just me. That's what I sense in my spirit. And I truly feel that, once the snow melts, they will find his body. Okay. If they search diligently. Okay. I mean, like every crack and corners, every cave, every hole. Okay. Because in my last reading, it did pop up. His body is hidden. And hidden can be any place, but hidden, they need to really search diligently. That's all I'm saying. And I did sense some male energy, but that maybe could be, as far as her, I'm this is me intellectually thinking, okay, like my kernel thoughts, because she wasn't happy in the home. She was not, 'cause the family dynamic had changed, and I heard like many of you, that I think the Gannon mom is staying in the house now, so I don't know what the hell's going on. To tell you the truth, I'm like many of you. I'm on the outside looking in, but I rely on the spirit. That's the difference with me. I'm relying on the spirit and what these cards are revealing to me. There was a shift in it, due to that family dynamic, and she was not happy about it. you know the way she had perceived her life with her husband, or her fantasy, the way, what I'm saying, the way people envision in marriage, it didn't turn out the way she had hoped. Okay, so she wanted within herself, wanted something better. She wanted a way out. She wanted change, and that speaks for it. I'm sorry, family. My little queen had came in and interrupted mommy. But the point I'm trying to make is, and I'm getting ready to end this. um I want Gannon found. I really do. And I saw that ego card popped up in additional meaning to that card. It's like my heart just dropped, and I just knew, like many of you, she knows something, and she's not telling us everything. She knows something, and she's not telling us everything. The fact that the ego card popped up, and it says refusal to face the truth or take responsibility, to take personal responsibility for a situation, you know, that right there just really, saddened me deeply. Um, we want the truth. Everyone stay in prayer. At the end of the day, it's about Gannon. Let's stay in prayer that he be found, family. But like I said, once the snow melt, I truly believe that our prayers will be answered, and we'll know something. Okay, we'll know something so the family can get closure. Okay, because it's the not knowing that, really bothering everybody. The not knowing. But when his body is found, we can also get more answers, receive more clarity, okay? But at the end of the day, I'm still believing he's alive, but I'm just not sensing it. That's all. So, one love to you all. I thank you for watching, family. And I pray that maybe you have received some kind of clues in the reading. Um, but that card about the hobby card that I had, that I was holding up, I don't know what I did with that card. This card right here. Go back and listen to this card. I'm wondering, are there any hidden clues in this card? When it speaks about the hobbies, the things that she loves to do, maybe where she took him could have been a place that she loves to go, you know, some kind of recreational place. I don't know. I'm just wondering, could there be any clues hidden in this card? You know, um, just saying, just saying. Oh, well. One love to you all. Thank you for watching. Let's keep this family in our prayers. Bye for now.